The cloud. All right, so we're recording for Meg, and we are ready to start. Let's, I think let's begin on our back today. Just let yourself come to the mat, come to the practice. And if you would like, go ahead and place the bottoms of your feet together. Let the knees fall open. You can always place some blocks underneath your knees if you like. Just give yourself a big inhale when you land here, filling all the way up till the belly expand, the chest lift, the ribs open up. And exhale to deflate all the way. You can kind of play around with the placement of your arms. You want to feel more surface onto the mat. I really like taking my arms up into goalpost here. Feels like it can broaden the upper back just a little. Lengthen through the tailbone. And again, just take a deep, big inhale. Fill all the way up in the belly, expanding the ribs, lifting the chest, filling all the way up. And softly exhale. Allow the mind to get really clear this morning. Maybe for the first time all day, maybe for the first time in a while. Re-entering your breath. And giving a scan over the entire body. Just checking in. How are you feeling emotionally, physically, energetically? And when the answer comes to mind, when it becomes clear, try to resist the urge to label that emotion, that answer. Try to resist that need to define. Attach the story, just notice it and allow it to be here. Create that space. Take another deep breath in, filling the belly, filling the ribs, filling the chest. Pause at the top. And on your exhale, open your mouth, let it be audible. Take a sigh. Good. Let's do that one more time. Fill all the way up. And then when you exhale, let that sound vibrate through your entire body. And now breathe in easy through the nose. And breathe out easy through the nose. You can continue this breath. Easy in, easy out. Easy come, easy go. Meeting yourself exactly where you are on this day, in this moment, in this time. Take your hands here and slide them behind your neck. Try to slide them down right in between the shoulder blades. Dig the fingertips in and then drag them up. Maybe you do that again, lifting maybe a little bit more of your shoulders, getting the hands deeper underneath you, and then drag the fingertips up. If you'd like to take that one more time, go right ahead. Reaching the hands behind and underneath you, maybe feeling that stretch along the front of the body, and then exhale, round the fingertips up and through. Take your hands, slide them all the way down your legs. Take them behind your legs as you start to heel toe the feet wider. Use the hands to guide the knees toward each other. Take the feet as wide as your mat. Just allow the tailbone to tuck here, feeling the spine really long on the mat. Soften the space between your eyebrows. We'll begin taking the arms up overhead on your next big inhale. Reach them up and behind you. Let the knees fall to the right. Just a little rock over here. And then draw the knees up to center. Rock them over to the left. Just allowing this gentle twist as you take it up and over. Just a couple more times. Allow this gentle rock to bring in a little stretch along the sides of the body. Feeling the back of your pelvis and your sacrum massage into the floor. Whatever is the surface beneath you, whether it's got some cushion or if it is a hard surface under your mat like hardwood or concrete. Feel the difference of sensation traveling across the back here. And when you feel even on both sides, take the knees together in front of your heart. Wrap your hands around the shins. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, tuck yourself into a tiny ball. A little rock here, side to side, really getting into the middle of the back. And from here, we'll start to make our way up into a comfortable seat. You can take a few rock and rolls, back and forth. You can take just one, however many you need. I usually like maybe 3 or 4. And when you get up to the top, take a seat. Let the knees fall open. I'm just going to turn to face you. And the hands rest somewhere on the thighs. Give a little rub up and down the thighs here with your palms. Good. Now take the arms out wide. Inhale, reach them overhead. We'll take a side bend. Pick one side, doesn't matter. We're going to do both. Big exhale, round it down. Inhale to center, arms reach up. And exhale over to the other side. Round it down. Inhale to center, both arms reach up overhead. This time take the arms behind your hips. Come up onto your fingertips. Feel the shoulders roll up and back. Feel the belly draw in and up. Lift the heart. And start to make your way to center. And take just a few moments to again recenter into that breath, into that space. Hands landing wherever they feel good to you. Maybe you have them folded in your lap. Maybe you have them touching somewhere onto your body. Notice kind of what the body is asking for. We've just given it a little bit of movement. And meeting it exactly as you are today. Try to honor that as we move through the practice. So any options given, you have the choice to take them or to explore the shape that you're in. Allow yourself the permission to be totally curious today, as if this might have been the first time that you are inhabiting this body. Gather the palms together in front of your heart. Bow your chin to your chest, honoring that light within you, trusting it, carrying it forward as you place the hands to the earth. Come up onto all fours. Coming into your tabletop. Just come right on into your cat and cow. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the crown, the head and tailbone. Exhale to tuck and round, pressing into the palms, pressing into all 10 fingertips, pressing into the tops of the feet and the shins. And again, dropping the heart, the belly, lifting the gaze, maybe even opening the eyes. Exhale, rounding it in. Keep moving here at your own pace, inviting any organic and free form shapes to come along. And about 10 rounds of breath here. So really take your time. Don't forget to breathe. When you finish your 10 rounds, when you feel ready to begin, we'll take the hips back to the heels, knees wide, into a child's pose, just to rest the forehead all the way down. Feel yourself surrender to the mat. In an effort, surrendering to the practice of curiosity, of presence, of simply being. Breathe in deep and wide. And breathe it out. Slowly begin to crawl your way back up over your hands. Tuck the toes and take the hips low, opening the chest. Just a little lazy upward dog here. Feel the shoulders shrug up toward the ears as you sink the heart low. And then press the shoulders back and away into the arms, into the hands. Lift out through the crown. Take a big belly breath in. And on your exhale, feel that low belly tuck in and toward the spine as you take the hips back. Lift them up, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Stretching into the backs of the calves, the hamstrings. Whole back side of the body here. And then find that bit of stillness here. Spreading the fingers wide. Maybe you even shift forward a little so that you can really feel your weight press into the hands and into the knuckles, and then bend the knees, press the hips back and up, heels reaching toward the earth, though they may never meet it. Let the head hang down so that the ears line up with the biceps. Take a full and steady breath in here. And exhale. Let's start to tiptoe the feet all the way to the front of the mat. Let's come to ragdoll. Again, keeping those knees really soft and bent if that feels necessary. Grab hold of opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Maybe a little rocking here, forward and back. Feeling heavy in the upper body, strong and grounded in the lower body. Release the fingertips to the earth. Heel toe your feet together if you like them very close. You can always keep a little space between them. I like to lift my toes here just to feel extra grounded into the earth, extra rooted, slowly lowering the toes down, and let's roll it all the way up. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. When you get to the top, maybe give it a couple of times just to arrive here into this new shape. Take the hands, interlace the fingers behind your neck here. And I'm gonna come close to you so you can see, you're gonna have the thumbs loose so that you can feel them kind of squeeze into the sides and the back of the neck. So you're giving yourself a little bit of a neck massage here, while also using the base of the palms to lift up and out with the skull, dropping the shoulders back. Maybe a little back bend comes naturally here. You can feel free to bring that in. Couple breaths, breathing in and out, just kind of allowing yourself to bring in anything else here that feels good. And when you feel nice, relax the shoulders down, fingertips reaching down toward the floor. And again, coming into that even stream of breath. Easy in, easy out. If you have your own intention for this practice, anything weighing on your heart or on your mind that you'd like to devote your moving meditation to, please feel free. We'll begin moving through 3 sun salutations. Take any options that you like. I know you guys have a strong practice on your own, so please feel free to follow your own intuition as you inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, open the eyes, look up. Exhale, hinge, folding forward. Inhale, fingertips to your shins, long to the spine, reach out through the crown of the head. Exhale, plant the hands and take it back to your plank pose. Full breath in here to be here. And then as you exhale, shift forward, lowering yourself. I'm going to go all the way down for all 3 of our sun salutations today, just to take it a little easy. Inhale to press into the tops of the feet. Feel that ripple its way all the way up, shining through the heart, rolling the shoulders up back. Exhale, coming down, tucking the toes, pressing your hips back to the heels, and then hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Full round of breath to be here. Inhale, high onto the toes. Exhale, bending the knees. Step or float your feet to the top of the mat. Fold when you get there. Inhale, long in the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Weight heavy in the heels, arms reach to the sky, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold it forward, surrender it to the earth. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, plant the hands, make pose, full breath at the top. Exhale, slowly lower, maybe your chaturanga-ing. Untuck the toes as you inhale for your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, come down, tuck the toes, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Full breath to land. Settle here. Inhale high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees and step or float both feet to the top of the mat. Fold when you get there, really let it all hang. Inhale to lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it in. Rising all the way up, take those arms to the sky, reach it tall. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastiti. Last round here, inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long and square. Exhale, plant the hands. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna bring a chaturanga in. I feel ready for it. Lower it down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Full breath in. And full breath out. Inhale high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees and step or float to the top of the mat. Fold when you get there. Inhale, long in the spine. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, rise it all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Take your breath here. See if you can settle the heart rate. Maybe take the hands, place the palms directly on the heart, tuck the chin. Allowing yourself to feel this vibration of movement. Feel this grounding energy, heels digging deeper into the mat, into the floor, and into the earth. Ears slightly lifting taller to reach. And steady as you open the eyes, release the arms down by your hips. Sweep the arms up overhead, sink the hips down to your pose. And as always, you know, you can bring the hands together in front of the heart, or even take the hands to the hips to really allow that connection between heart and mind and body, to feel that hips sinking down and back and the ribs stitched together. Lengthening out through the heart. Take another breath in, sink the hips even deeper. Nice job, you guys. On your exhale, take a fold. Let those hips go high, belly low. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, heel to those feet out nice and wide. Toes out on the outside edge of the mat. Heels in, sink the hips down. You can always take a block underneath your hips here, especially if you're not quite ready for Malasana yet. Your hips might still want a little bit more coaxing. Wherever you are, try to find a little bit of strength and rolling the knees out by pressing the outside edge of the feet deeper into the earth. Lift the crown of the head taller, draw the belly in. See if you can feel that energy sinking down into your navel. Steady on your breath in. Steady on your breath out, maybe even open the mouth. Bring the hands to the earth. Turn the toes forward as you lift the hips. Remove the block if you're done with it. And we're gonna step the left foot to the back of the mat. Try to keep that left foot all the way up in a straight line behind the left hand. So you wanna keep your feet on their own plane here. We're on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. And let's lower the left knee. Let that right knee start to fall out to the side. Maybe feeling that softness come into the front of the body as we draw the belly button in and up. Feeling the back body still engaged here, still wrapping muscle around bone. Ears lift just a little, steady in the breath. As you start to lift the hips a little, now we're going to heel toe that right foot in so that it is in between the hands. And come on up into your low crescent lunge. So any blanket underneath your knees are always good here. Really plugging that right hip into its socket, left hip rocking forward. And maybe you take it a little bit deeper, shine open through the heart. And again, that same action with the hands interlacing as the fingers take them behind your head, cradling the skull. You might drop the head back, feeling a lift in the heart. Breathe it in. Keep pressing down through that right foot to support you and steady you. And as you release, rock the hips back, roll the right toes to the sky. Fingertips can be on the floor, they can be on blocks, you can be hovering here if you're working on building some of that strength in your balance. And let's walk it forward. Plant that left hand, tuck the left toes, and lift it up into a twisted lunge here. Right arm to the sky. Notice right away what's happening in that left hip. Are you kind of dropping into that left hip? See if you can hug that right knee back into the center line, and then soften the right shoulder back and down. Yes, good adjustment, Emily. Activate all the way up that left leg. Dig all 5 fingertips into the mat. Take another steady breath in. And exhale, round that right hand to the earth. Step the left foot up to meet the right, fold it in. Maybe give the neck a little rock side to side here. Just feeling the fold, the surrender. And then bend deeply into the knees, roll all the way up, take those arms to the sky, squeeze the legs. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe it in. And on your exhale, arms really stand. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Be all the way here. Maybe you're able to sink a little deeper than you did before. Can you feel the belly button tuck in a little tighter? Nice job. And let's fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift, heel toe those feet apart. Drop your hips down into your malasana. Maybe it feels a little softer, a little more ease here. Maybe you're still bringing in a little movement. If you're ready to play on your hands, this would be a great time to play with your crow pose. Taking the hands down, spreading the feet. Tipping the hips up and back. Yeah, really hug those heels in close to your glutes. Maybe just one at a time. Awesome job, good job, good job. All right, come on back to our Malasana. If you're on your hands, maybe you're rolling your wrists out a little. Fingertips meet the earth, lift the hips high, turn the toes forward. And now, so your feet are wide. Now we're stepping that right foot back, and again, keeping it pretty wide. Hands stay where they are. And now let's lower that right knee. You can let that left knee fall out just a little. Finding the softness along the front of your body. Feel as if you can visualize those shoulder blades really glued to the back of the ribs and feel them gliding down the back. Notice the sensations that creates into the body. Can you lift the gaze, look straight ahead, feel that neck extend. And as you start to lift the hips, heel toe the left foot in. Arms lift up to the sky. Low crescent lunge, let those hips rock forward. And again, taking those interlaced, maybe you interlace the opposite way, come on back. Leaning the skull into the palms, using the left foot as you really plant it into the mat for that balance, that integration all the way up through the center. And as you exhale, release, palms to the earth, rock those hips back, lift those to the sky. And again, wherever you need to be, your hands are on blocks. Maybe you're kind of worrying less about lengthening the hamstring and more about your strength and balance here. Maybe there's a place where those two can start to arrive together. Last breath where you are. And as you walk it forward, right hand plants, left arm sweeps up, lift the back knee. Really allowing that chain of energy from the ground up, from that right hand all the way up to the left hand, from that left foot all the way back to the right, from the belly to the crown of the head. Breathe it all the way in. And breathe it all the way out as you release your left hand to the earth. Step the right foot up to meet the left, fold it in here. Any bind that you would like. You can again grab both opposite elbows, reach the hands behind the knees, take the hands together behind the hips, maybe a big shoulder stretch feels good to you here. Just allow yourself to pick any fold that feels like a true surrender to you. Where can you soften? Can you let the head be 10% heavier? Beautiful, beautiful job. Release your arms to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen long into the spine. Exhale, bow in. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Squeeze your legs, your thighs, your glutes. Arms sweep up to the sky. And your exhale, hands release to the heart. Standing here at attention, right palm pushing into left, left palm pushing into right. Breathing at a steady and easy pace. Begin to open the eyes as you inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, sink the hips, chair pose. Breathe it in. Maybe you can reach those fingertips just a little higher. And on your exhale, sweep those hands back toward the hips. Lower the chest halfway. Inhale, stand tall, sweep those hands up. Exhale, find that half chair again, sweep the hands back. Open the heart here, find a cobra chest. Again, inhale, stand up strong, reach it tall. And exhale, cobra chest, chair pose. One more time. Inhale, stand tall. And as you exhale and sweep those hands back, let's go ahead and step the right foot back. Feel those fingertips reaching back toward that right heel. The left shin steadily pressing forward and the heart open so you can shine the gaze, soft belly in. And slowly sweep the right arm forward. Right arm to the sky. Maybe the left hand reaches back for that right thigh, finding a deep open heart here. Any gaze shift would be nice. You can look down at the earth. You can look up toward the sky, toward that right finger. Take one more breath in and out here. And on your next inhale, sweep that left hand forward and up, straighten both legs. Yes, send that back heel down, warrior two. Awesome job, y'all. Take whatever you need here to adjust and get steady into your warrior. Arms spread wide. If you like, open the palms toward the sky, bend the elbows so you can feel the chest open, and then turn the palms back. Three pumping warriors. As you inhale, straighten both legs, reach both arms up. Exhale, steady down. Two more. Inhale, nice and soft. Last one. Let's take that left arm down, right arm high, extended side angle. Something that I like to do here just to explore is to take that right hand and bend it at the elbow so that I'm going to turn around so you can actually see, so that you can take that hand, spread the fingers along the back, and then lean the head back. Breathe into that new heart space. And as you release, come all the way up, straighten that front leg, turn all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat. Hands to your hips, fold forward. You can bring the hands to the earth. You can work on your headstand here if you like. If you are near a wall, you can always practice stepping your feet up onto the wall. Take 2 more breaths to be here. And when you're ready, let's walk it back to the front of the mat. Lower the right knee. Inhale, low crescent lunge, open through the heart. Exhale, rock those hips back, find that half split. And walk it forward, plant both hands. Let's step it back into a plank pose. Take your vinyasa, lowering half or all the way. Opening the heart as you see fit. Downward facing dog. Breathe it in fully. Breathe it out, let it go. Inhale high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, take your trip to the top. Half lift on your breath in. And exhale to fold. Come all the way up, squeeze those legs, reach those hands high. Exhale, hands to the heart. And inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep those hands back, open through the chest. Inhale, stand tall. And exhale, ride the wave 2 more times after this one. Where can you soften the edges? Inhale, take it up. Exhale, sweep it back. One more up. This one, we're going to step that left foot. Slowly on your way. Finding that big step, opening through the chest, reaching fingertips back, belly pulling in, and opening the gaze. Breathe in here. And then that left arm reaches forward, right hand stays back. And then press into that right foot to slowly lift that left hand to the sky. Maybe you stay right here, maybe you exalt. Wherever you like to take your gaze here to explore. Last round of breath here. And then on your next inhale, sweep that right arm forward and up, straighten both legs. Inhale. Exhale, spin that back heel down. Warrior 2. Where can you soften here? And the shoulders, I'm just gonna turn around. Don't have to show you my whole back side here. Soften the shoulders, open the palms, and then turn the palms back down. Breathe here, exhale. And then we'll take those 3 pumping warriors again. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, steady low. 2 more, catch the wave. Where can you soften? Last one. Come on down, right elbow to that right knee, sliding. And again, maybe you're staying right here. Maybe, just maybe, you're even playing with your bird of paradise. Who knows? I don't know your body today. You want to take that hand behind the head, lean the head back. Get that little different sensation. And as you release, come on up, straighten that front leg, turn all 10 toes in that direction. This time, try to find a different bind. So maybe let those hands slide all the way down the legs. Maybe this time you're taking the hands behind the hips. Or maybe even, because we've been doing a lot of neck stuff, you could take that same bind behind the neck. Just allow it to draw it a little deeper. And if that doesn't feel good, then just let it go. No worries. Last breath where you are. And then we're going to walk it back to the front of the mat. Drop that left knee. Inhale, rise into that low crescent. Exhale, half split. Walk it forward, plant your hands, and take your flow. Plank pose, down dog, child's pose, whatever it's calling to you. Take that big inhale whenever you land. And open the mouth on the exhale, let it go. And again, press into the palms. Feel those shoulder blades glide up the back. And let's bring the knees down. And turn back around just so I can see you guys here. So here in our table pose, take one round of a cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift it down. Exhale, round it in. Now let's take a dancing line, big circles with those hips. Take them all the way to the front. Take one in either direction. And then let's all come up to stand on the knees. Hands to your hips. Feel that steady pressing down on the hips to feel a little bit extra grounded. Feel the ears lift a little taller with that same action of pressing down into the hips. Then move the hands up to the shoulders. Reaching the elbows wide. You might even kind of use your fingertips to grab a hold of that big muscle right there at the top of your shoulders. And kind of pull on it, pull it out. Feel that stretch in the chest. You need to re-grip, that's cool too. Really feel that, I have my shirt on, but feel that like chunk of meat right there at the front of your shoulder. Yeah, so you're wrapping it there. And begin to release. Let's shake out the wrist. Come all the way down. Let's just come right onto our backs here. Hug the knees into the chest. Rocking a little side to side. Keep your hips, spine, and shoulders nice and relaxed. Really heavy on the mat. Just the knees rocking here. Bring your left foot to the mat. Cross the right ankle over that left knee. And we're going to do this figure four series that is going to ask us to sit up in just a minute. If you don't want to sit up, you don't have to. It's just a deeper stretch in the hips. So from here, our options are you stay right here. You can take the hands behind that left thigh and extend the left heel to the sky. And just kind of be here. This is one of my favorite stretches. If you're looking for a little bit deeper sensation of the stretch, then bring that left foot back down and kind of rock yourself up. Walk your hands up so that you can get the chest really close to your chin. Yeah. So this can be a really nice one too if you kind of want to get deeper into the hips. And I'm going to kind of turn so you guys can see here too. And so if you're lying down, stay there. If you are sitting up and you're like, this is cool, I want more, then you're going to start turning, like fall to the left. The left knee comes down. And then you're going to line up the shins here. So we're coming into fire log. It's just kind of a different way into it. So what that looks like from the beginning is you have the left leg crossed over. You do a little rock up. Rocking here, and then you let that knee fall over, stack. Yeah, so you'll stack your right ankle just above the left knee. The right knee is just above the left ankle. And if you're here and you're like, this isn't what I thought it would be, you can come right on out of it. You can also stack the knees for shoelace. Everybody has a preference there. I feel like I don't know very many people that just really love both of them. Preferably, I like this one because it gets into my outer hips. So just be where you need to be here. Sometimes placing my hands onto my upper thighs, giving a little outward massage, like self-massage can be really a nice sensation here just to help loosen some of that tightness. If you feel so good and you just want to like fold it on over, please feel free. Really take this as you just kind of want to explore it today. You know, just kind of watching the edge, breathing into that space. Find a little bit of softness. And if there's pain and pinching, obviously that's your body's way of saying maybe not today. A really helpful visualization for me here is to Really breathe down into the very deepest bowl of my pelvis, as if I could fill up the bowl with my breath. And you can drop into it, drop out of the thinking mind and into the feeling heart. Feel the spine growing a little taller, straight up to the heavens. Take a big inhale, fill all the way up, nice and slow. And then open the mouth, let out a very quiet sigh. And as you start to come out of it, lean on back, let those knees rock back up. Come on down to your back. Hug that right knee into the chest. And we're gonna take a twist here. So your left arm is gonna guide that right knee all the way over. It doesn't matter if the left leg stays bent here. I like to keep it bent because it kind of creates a nice visual in my mind of the right foot being placed on top of the left thigh. And then that right hip, really feeling that sort of rinsing energy after that tight, deep stretch. And when you start to release this pose, this twist, let that right leg slide down so that you are stacking your right knee on top of the left knee. And then come on to center. And feel yourself settle here before we take the other side. And then we'll take the left leg on top. And again, maybe this side is different. Maybe this is a great place to be. Maybe you just want to stay on your back for this side. And if you want to rock it up, just come on up. Sliding yourself in. Maybe this is where you want to stay on this side, just a little bit of coaxing and just surrendering to the sensation deep in the hip joint. If you want to drop it over, go ahead, let that right knee fall out. As you sit up, slide that shin out and then stack your left shin on top. So this time in practice for me is always when I wish that my mat were not the shape that it is. This is just me and my like kind of crazy brain, because my like analytical mind feels like I need to shape like face forward, you know? And so anyway, I just always wish, I'm like, well, I wish that the mat was like circular, you know, because I want to move in all directions. But anyway, take your massage here, let yourself settle in. And then feel that internal, that deep wisdom say, this is where I want to be. Then you rest. Then you just sit with it.
If you are the type of person that is, maybe you're just looking to add a little bit more of yogic philosophy into your asana practice, these longer holds are a really good time for me personally to practice my mantras, or if there's a chant that I'm trying to learn, or even if there's just a personal, mantra or phrase that is repeating to me. These are the time that like my mind gets really clear on that. I was in a class last night, actually. I took a yin class with Sophia at Blue Lotus, and she's just a lovely soul. She always has really beautiful words, and she was just talking, and something that she said really, I hung on to that. I woke up thinking about it this morning, and it was something she said at the very beginning of class, and talking about as we start to settle the mind and we're sort of piecing it apart, this idea of reliving the past and rehearsing the future keep us away from being present in this moment. And just those words, reliving and rehearsing, they really stuck with me. And so I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of letting that go, to be right here and now. One more breath right where you're at so we can slowly begin to move on. I might run just a little bit over today because I'm apparently feeling very talkative. But I want to make sure you have lots of time for your Shavasana. So let's slowly come on out. Bring it on down to the back. Hug that left knee in. And take your twist. Draw the knee all the way across the body. Feel yourself land in the twist for just one full steady breath. And when you're ready to start releasing here, please feel free to stay here if you want. But when you're ready, you'll just start sliding that left leg down so that the knees begin to line up. And then both knees rock up to center, taking them side to side. Taking any last shapes that feel necessary here. And then sliding the legs out nice and long, moving into Shavasana. Preparing yourself for this deep rest. Placing your hands somewhere on your body if that feels good. Just letting your arms down by the sides can also be really wonderful. Give yourself this permission again and again and again to be here right now. Showing up just as you are. Breathing in grace. Breathing out compassion. Just allow yourself to be here for a few more moments. Allowing your entire body to soften just 10% more. A little bit more of your skin feeling pressed on the mat beneath you. A little bit more of the weight of your bones creating this imprint on the earth. As you begin bringing yourself back into this space, start by breathing into the heart space. And then letting that exhale really force that breath from the center of you out into the fingertips and the tips of your toes, up through the heart and your throat. And invite some movement in. Maybe you start by rocking the head side to side, or the knees begin to bend and rock. Just remembering to be quite gentle here. Moving with ease. Moving from your center, from your heart, rather than, feeling the urge to do a thing because that's what you always do, or that's what you saw somebody else do, or that's what a teacher once told you to do. When we move from that place of ease and grace in the center, we move with the flow. So moving gently into your own flow as you make your way onto your favorite side. Pausing there for just that moment of gratitude and surrender. Your practice of being in your body, of inhabiting this one body. And doing all that you can with it to serve yourself and serve others as you press your way into the floor, lifting yourself into a nice, comfortable seat. Take one last breath in together, sweep the arms out wide. Palms meet as you lower the thumbs to heart center, open the mouth, exhale. Bow your chin to your heart, honoring that space, that light within. And thank you so much for sharing your light and your wisdom and your practice with me today. It is a joy and an honor and a true privilege. I'll leave you with the blessing Hari Om. Hari Om, my friends. Feel free to unmute yourself if you need. I'm going to turn the recording off.
That was very nice.
I'm so glad you liked it.